Good evening, faculty, families, friends, and most importantly, my graduating class of 2026. When I first took my steps in this building, everything seemed enormous. I remember looking out the bus window and staring at this building in complete awe. I couldn't imagine going to a school in what practically felt like a castle. The hallways felt enormous, the upperclassmen felt enormous, the expectations felt bigger than life itself. The future felt gigantic. And at that point, 4 years felt impossibly long. Graduation wasn't something real, it was something older people did. It was a distant point somewhere ahead, but now it's here. What's strange is that none of those things actually became smaller. This building didn't shrink, the expectations didn't disappear, the future didn't suddenly become less uncertain. Something else changed. As a runner, I've spent years chasing finish lines, and there's something deceptive about them. When you're running towards one, it feels permanent, as if crossing it means arriving, as if once you get there, everything finally makes sense, as if making it across means you're done. You imagine standing at that finish line and feeling complete. But finish lines never stay finish lines. A season ends and another begins. One goal is reached and another quietly appears. One chapter closes, and before you've noticed, another one has already started. Eventually, something becomes clear. The finish line never moved, but rather, the person running toward it did. Maybe that's why this moment feels different than expected. For years, graduation looked like the destination, the day we counted down to, the day that seemed impossibly far away, the day that represented being older, wiser, and more prepared. But standing here now, graduation doesn't feel like an ending. It feels like more of a realization, because the things that once felt impossibly slow became normal. The classrooms that once felt intimidating became familiar. The people who were strangers became names, memories, and parts of our lives. The moments that felt endless passed faster than expected, and things that once seemed enormous became manageable. Not because the world became smaller, but because we grew into it. And the realization doesn't end here. Tomorrow, the future will still feel enormous. We will learn to find that there are new cities, new schools, new jobs, new expectations, and new uncertainty. But that doesn't mean we are unprepared. Because these last 4 years were never about teaching us how to avoid uncertainty. They taught us how to move forward anyway, how to learn, how to adapt, how to become. There's a quote from distance runner Steve Prefontaine: "To give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift." For a long time, I thought that meant success, but I think it means something different. Maybe the gift was never certainty. Maybe it was never knowing exactly where life would go. Maybe the gift was simply the chance to grow into things that once seemed big, to try, to fail, and to change. To discover the things that once intimidated us eventually became the things that shaped us. These last 4 years didn't teach us how to have everything figured out. They taught us how to become, so whatever comes next, don't sacrifice the gift. In a few moments, names will be called, hands will be shaken, and tassels will turn. And afterward, life will continue doing what it's always done, moving, changing, and beginning again. What once looked like the end now looks a lot like the beginning. The future is still enormous. This time, so are the people stepping into it. Congratulations, class of 2026.